I watched a 7-minute recap on YouTube that was like everything you need to know before Tron Ares. And then I watched that, and then I watched the movie. And I was like, that didn't help at all. So whoever made that's an idiot.
Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. It's like watching, yeah.
Welcome to Hey Watching with Dan and Tony. I am Dan.
I am Tony.
On this show, we talk about the movies because we're in Hollywood. The movies, baby.
Hollywood.
It's true.
Well, not for long, though, right? Not that we won't still be here, but movies are, moving out of Hollywood.
Yes, we won't really say that, that movies still are created in Hollywood. They're not, they're not going to be created in Georgia anymore because Georgia's just, that whole Georgia thing's falling apart.
Yeah, also true. So what, Vancouver maybe? Everything's going to be shot in Vancouver? Let's go. America
first. Everything happens elsewhere. Go team.
Whoop, whoop.
So Tony, this week you've chosen a movie for us. A banger from 2025. What is that movie?
I'm a real modern guy. I don't know. I'm still young and hip, as they say. I've got my finger on the pulse. I'm fully in this. Guys, that's all the ways I know how to say that. But just saw this trailer a while ago, and I was like, this movie looks dumb. So we're gonna do it, and it is, of course, the new Jared Leto. How does this guy keep getting work? Tron Ares. Woo.
Do you want to? Is he just a terrible actor? What's the deal? He doesn't. Tron Ares. We're get into it granularly, but he plays a guy from the Tron universe who comes over to our universe, and then he doesn't trust his user, and so he kind of goes rogue, sort of.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for the greatest film of all time.
So ostensibly, he's a computer program that's pulled over here. He's got the long, wavy hair, the big beard.
Beautiful.
And
like computers do.
And he sort of tries to be a little robotic programmy at the beginning.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then
he tries to warm up a little, finds his humanity or something, probably.
Did you see any kind of character in anything he did that would make you think that he was part of the situation in the movie?
I don't want to be rude to everyone on board of this film, but I didn't see a lot of character work across the board. So there's a chance that some of it was director. You know what I'm saying? But no, I didn't really see a shift. But he told me that he changed. So that works, that works pretty good on me.
It's a point at which he told you, he's like, let me explain what my character's been through and why I am the way I am now. And
I'm leaving. I don't feel good. I'm leaving. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Good for you, dude.
I'm not going to do acting to show that. It's funny. I'm rewatching Alien Earth on Hulu.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I watched the whole thing, all 8 episodes. I loved it. I am rewatching it now, and it's the guy that does Fargo is doing the Alien Earth. And the acting in the show just
superb.
It's so good, and it's so much of it is just someone standing there like looking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't got to say anything. Don't got to do anything. Because they've written things in there, and then they're like, okay, and here's someone that can do a thing and stand there and tell you everything you need. And it's interesting, and you watch the thing the second time, you're like, oh, this is foreshadowing this. This, like everybody is setting up in the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
What is going to happen to them in the final 3 episodes? And you watch this movie and you're just like, this guy does not feel like he's from the Tron universe. He's wearing this costume that makes you, it's big, blocky, black with red. And there's in the first Tron movie, they processed all that stuff in weird ways so that it seemed different. This one, they're just like, well, kind of flare out the lights when they're there and then kind of do a vocal thing to them when they're there. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. I heard the vocal thing. That I picked up on. So good job, Tony. Proud of you, dude.
Good job. So Jared Leto, is he an anchor that drags things down? Is that? I mean, I have other reasons why this movie is very terrible.
Well, what have I seen him in? Just in general, like lately, I've watched Urban Legends. Remember that from early 2000s horror movie? He's great in that. Okay. Wonderful. But he's young. And then, he's young and wants to prove himself. So he's trying really hard. That's how I look at it,
Really?
And then, I am one of those people that, thought his Joker was at least interesting. I thought he was doing some shit. Yeah. I didn't have a problem with him specifically. But he's apparently a pain to work with, which isn't great, right? And then you have, I think that when Morbius happened, maybe he broke.
That broke him
psychically. Yeah.
his actor bone just like cracked and it just hasn't ever healed.
Because to be fair, you think you're doing something, and then it comes out, and everyone's like, "Well, this is the worst thing we've ever seen in our lives, and you're bad in it." And maybe that affects you. I don't know, but he does nothing hold on, Tony. In this movie.
But how do you live your life?
I don't
okay.
work. I do this podcast with you and cry to myself at night. That's how I cope. So I don't know how he's coping.
You haven't had a chance to be broken. That's what you're saying?
Well, I think I told you my one like bad review story last week, I think, from the play I did back in Minnesota.
Oh, you were too broad.
That stuck with me.
You and your buddy were too much.
Too broad. Yeah, so broad it ruins all plausibility. I used to have that framed and on my wall to like remember. So, it sticks with you. So maybe he's just not ready to try again,
He's
I don't know.
Building up to it.
He's building up to it. Yeah.
Now, this movie has something that is spectacular. It's called the soundtrack.
I mean, wow. Right? I would have rather just turned off the TV as long as the speaker kept playing, and I would have been fine. Fantastic stuff, and it almost never stops, which is a 10 out of 10. It drives all the way through, and I'm like, thank God we're doing this, or I would have left a long time ago.
And it's just like the action scenes in this movie, they're pathetic. They're literally
I was going to say, is there something you would consider action? I just don't know if I do.
Well, I mean, there are sort of chases and there are sort of fights.
Calling it a chase, they're so slow. All of them, and they're on light bikes or whatever, light cycles. Shouldn't they be going fast? It seems like they're going so slow. It's weird.
So Tony and I talked about this a second before. Tony was going to maybe try to watch the old movies.
Yeah, I was, and then I didn't.
At the end of this movie, it just queued up Tron Legacy, and Tron Legacy started going. And so I was
that's great.
Great. I don't even have to go look for it. I skipped the first.
Great job, Disney Plus, by the way. Well done. Proud of you.
Skipped the first 30 minutes of Tron Legacy because that's all just stuff in the real world. Get him.
Oh, sure.
What's his name? Flynn's kid gets kicked into the grid.
Mini Flynn, yeah.
They pick him up. They take him. They cut off his clothes. 4 sexy women cut off his clothes.
Cool.
So good. These 4 women go cut off his clothes with lasers and then put him in, and then one of them says, he's different than the others. You're like, oh, yes. Yes. And then and then they take him away in one of the what is those things called? The recognizer. And then they take him to processing and they're like, games. So he's going to go to the games. They immediately take him to the games. And he immediately has to play a number of games of the throwing the frisbee.
Love that.
He does that. Wonderful, exciting, real. You see a guy have to get up to speed, but he's like a stud. He's a dude, so he gets up to speed. Yeah. And then the second part is light cycles. They head right into light cycles. 5-on-5 light cycles with Clue being the big bad guy and him.
Oh yeah,
2 different levels. A ramp. And you know what?
Ramp.
And it's
love a good ramp.
It's shot like it's exciting, like something is going on. And I was like, this is what you need. This movie, all of the stuff, they're just like cut. You can't see anything happening. You know, everyone's going, whoa, whoa, but you can't see it. Everyone does that stuff in Legacy, but they lock it down. And that's the other thing. A Tron movie is locked down. You lock down on this, you lock down on that, unless you have to go somewhere else.
Interesting. Yeah.
And in this movie, they're like, no, we can move the camera anywhere, and then
we do whatever we want.
While the camera's moving 1,000 miles an hour, we'll cut and we'll be going a different direction up his butt. You're just like, why are you doing this? Why? And then you have the great music, and you're just like,
unreal.
You're not supporting the music with your action.
No, not at all. But in their defense, Nine Inch Nails was probably like, we got to try to make this movie better because this movie sucks, and we've already been paid to do the soundtrack, so we got to go out with a banger so people at least enjoy that.
So people can buy the record and be like, well, the record's fucking good.
I wonder if they have like a cool triangle shaped like record vinyl of it. That would be killer. You know what I mean?
A triangle shaped CD that doesn't work.
You see? That can't go in any CD player ever. I'd buy it. Novelty, baby.
You're all about the novelty. Anything else that you want to bring up before we head right into it?
I don't. So I fell asleep a couple times, so you might have to fill in some blanks because this movie was very boring. I don't know if you felt that way.
Did I feel it was boring? No, I felt it was stupid.
I mean, it is stupid. I agree with you on that. But other than the music, I just felt like nothing was happening ever. I was just like, there's nothing visually keeping me interested. And it's visually like it's a good looking movie for the most part.
The people who did the designs on the vehicles and that stuff, great.
But they just don't do anything fun. So a lot of the time I was just like eyes closed, kind of bouncing to the music, you know?
There's one point at which the bad guy flies over to where they're at, and then she just stops outside the building, and they're like, what's she doing? And they're like, she's waiting.
Right.
Come on, guys. What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean she's waiting?
Alrighty. You got to have the bad guys do something. You can't just be like, well, the bad guys are going to wait till something happens. Then they're going to make a decision.
That's right. She's just going to hang out for a little bit. Don't worry about it. It's going to be great.
Okay. Boom. Tron Ares starts 2 hours. We're the grid. It's this place, and we had Kevin Flynn from Legacy, but there's corporate turmoil. Now we have the Kim sisters. And then over at Dillinger, we have Julian Dillinger, who's the great grandson of the
old guy,
David Warner's character. Yeah, the original one.
Yeah.
So we've gotten rid.
But I thought he lost. Didn't he lose in that movie?
At the end of Tron Legacy? I don't know. I didn't get to the end. I didn't finish it.
Yeah, I guess I don't really remember. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I was watching these beginning. I was like, I guess this makes sense, sorta. But also, like, I'm kind of confused.
You mean like who are these Kim sisters that have taken over Encom?
Right. Like, what do they matter? Like, who are they? Also, what happened to the guy, the kid Flynn? He just quit?
Well, I think at the end of Tron Legacy, he comes with Olivia Wilde, and then they go off
Which is illegal on a lot of levels because she's not human, right? Isn't she a computer?
She's human enough for me. She's an ISO, actually. She's the last ISO.
Now you're just saying words that I don't know. What's an ISO?
They have a whole setup in Tron Legacy.
Yeah, like, she's an ISO, so it makes perfect sense. ISO. Yeah, okay.
What happens in Tron Legacy is Flynn dad, Flynn, what's his name?
Old man Flynn. Jeff Bridges.
How on the grid this new kind of being just sort of formed, and they were the ISOs, and then Clue killed all the ISOs because he thought that they were a corruption. But it turns out Olivia Wilde was the only ISO that survived.
But it's a computer program.
Yeah.
Because it's in Tron, so she's a robot.
But since she's an ISO, she's like kind of in between. You think you're really funny. I'm so funny. She's a robot. Oh. Let me tell you something, Tony. You can have sex with robots, and it's not illegal.
Let me tell you something, Dan. When we watched Mercy, you remember Mercy? And at the end of it, I was like, you know what would have been funny if in the 90s they made her fall in love with Chris Pratt? That's what this movie's about. And you gave me guff about that. I was like, they're still doing it. It's 2026. And they're like, yeah, Jared Leto and her are probably going to bang at some point. So don't give me trouble about this. People love it. All right.
Oh, and one other thing we need to just say about Tron Legacy is Olivia Wilde plays the ISO, who seems like a program. She is so phenomenally hot and interesting. She's like she plays like this curious thing, and it's it's super interesting because she doesn't play. She's not like, I'm just a human being who's sitting here next to you. She actually,
or just I'm just a human being inside a machine for no reason, like Jared Leto. I don't understand anything. Yeah, she plays a character. She puts a character. Then that's great.
She puts a character on, and she's phenomenally good looking. And she's just like, whoa. She's and that's why that movie's interesting because of her, I think. And just sort of the thing. And so I think at the end of Tron Legacy, the two of them come back to Earth, and then they go, what Jared Leto does at the end of this one, they go fuck off traveling around.
Sure, just like, hey, check out the world because you have never been here. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So then these two women who we've never met take over the company somehow.
We've never met, never heard of, have no connection, are somehow now in charge of the company. It's not.
That's perfect. That's how things work.
And the one girl makes games, but the other girl
does philanthropy. Is that it?
Do you want to? I mean, Greta Lee plays Eve, the surviving sister. The other sister dies and leaves lots of secrets behind, and then she kind of discovers for some unknowable reason, because she's afraid that the programs are going to come into the real world. Like,
guess what? They did. So you lost.
So Greta Lee, more of a comedic actress, I think.
Interesting. Okay.
She was in Russian Doll.
Do I know her?
She was in Russian Doll, the Natasha Lyonne TV show. She was great in that.
On Peacock. I did want to see that.
She plays her best friend. Don't watch the second season. She plays one of her two good friends, and she's great, and she's very funny, and she's very arch.
Really?
And she's wonderful.
Are you sure? I don't know if I believe you.
I'm absolutely sure. But this is, she played, third, fourth, fifth billing in a TV show.
Sure.
Sure. And I mean, I think she's been in other stuff, but she's ostensibly thrown into a fairly lead role.
Yeah.
And this woman is supposed to be in charge of one of the biggest video game companies in the country. Ever. And she feels like someone who just came off of the farm. She does not feel
the farm.
Whatever you want to say. This is a Bush League person. This is not a person.
Yeah, this is a normie.
Runs a company and has, and she's a normal. She is a normal person.
Yeah, this is just like one of us on Twitter, and then somehow you're thrown into this mess. That would have made more sense for what she is.
Yeah, these are people that have bodyguards, that have drivers, that have. You know what else they have, Tony? They have cell phones.
No, so I run several multi-billion-dollar companies, Dan, and I don't have any of those things. All right.
Let me ask you a question, Tony.
Yeah.
If you're on a motorcycle,
okay, great, I'm on it,
and you were the wealthy owner of a video game company, do you think you'd have some way to communicate with the world while you're riding on that motorcycle? Let me ask you that question. That's the question. Is it hard to have a communication system set up where you could make a phone call while you're riding a motorcycle?
It's not. So I don't know. Have we ever talked about that? I used to have a scooter, a little moped, a little scoot. And this was before I moved here. So this is 2007, 2008. And I had a like a speaker,
Bluetooth,
not a speaker,
a little Bluetooth.
A little thing, and it would come right here. I talked on that thing all the time. You kidding me?
And you could make calls easily.
Yeah, I mean, they always were like, I can't hear you. It's very loud. So then you have to yell, but that's fine. They would, if I was wearing one of those shield helmets, it would have been great. But I liked those like old school, like the biker ones.
Yeah.
There was the half shell.
Because I always thought it was so cool. Like your freedom.
I got to feel it on my skin, brother. You know what I mean? My dad used to make fun of me because he used to ride Harleys, and then I would like come up on this little scooter. Oh, it's great.
Were you ever not a disappointment to your family?
No, for sure not. I mean, I came out of the womb and he was like, well, this is not my son. This is not a boy.
Can I order a DNA test?
Can we switch him up? I always feel like you got to be like shuffle around in that baby, but no one knows.
See that 12-pound muscular baby? I want that one.
Give me that one. Give me that one, please. Poor guy. He just wanted a son, you know? It's tough.
And he got a contemporary son, which is a very different thing than a 1950s son. So later on, she's on her motorcycle and doesn't have any way of communicating. You're just like, don't they have to like steal a cell phone at one point? Yes,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Also, she hides in a parking garage. Why would you stop? Just like go to a place where all your people are. Just go to your office. There's got to be people in the office. I don't know. It's really weird.
Okay.
All I will say is this. One day, the CEO of Yahoo came in. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about my job on this thing.
Sure.
But he had like 15 people. They weren't security, but he had like a team of people with him at all times. He wouldn't go anywhere alone. He didn't talk to anybody like personally. It was just, you have people that you pay people to just be your people. It's weird.
And those people are all doing things. They're all
100%.
They're making shit happen. They're making sure you are going to get the right food when you get someplace.
Because you're not going to do it yourself. You got too much money for that.
And she does not seem like she wields the money one time in this thing.
She? I don't even know if I remember that.
When she needs that cell phone, she's like, "I'll buy you $10,000," and then she steals his car. And she's like, "I'll buy you $50,000." It's like, if this person was real, they would be on their phone and they're like, they would like click a picture of him, and then she'd do a thing and they'd say $10,000 just went into your account, and he looks at his phone. He's like, $10,000 just went into my account, and she's like, "Give me your phone." And she's like,
or phone, yeah.
Oh wait, she's like, and now I'm going to send another $50,000 into your account, and I'm going to take your car. But joink, he's like, he hands her the phone. That would be like a character moment to show that she does have power and money.
Or just Apple Pay him. Just bing, $50,000. See you later, bitch.
She Apple pays him $50,000. Yes. And how long did that take for us to write that bit?
It took too long. We've wasted all of Disney's money. 10 minutes. You know, we're done.
Like just right. And there's one. Okay, we gotta keep going. Okay, we got to. We start with the.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We start with I wrote rock and music titles. I'm like, wow, what's happening here? And then I see Nine Inch Nails come up.
Never stop.
You see it come up, and you're like, okay, that's what's happening.
That's nice.
Okay, so we set up. Evan Peters runs Dillinger. He is training this new program, and we see Tron Ares, which is Jared Leto's character, and we do the training montage, right? The really in-depth training montage where we see him go from nothing to like the greatest warrior on the grid. How did
that what we saw?
How did that? What did you see, Tony? That's what's written in the script. Okay. Now we've seen all of this happen.
All right. So I remember him typing, and then I remember Jared Leto just kind of fighting guys. Ka-choo, 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 and then he was done with that. And then I remember the guy typing again, and we shoot it from underneath his invisible keyboard because that's the future.
You like that shot, though, right? That's your favorite shot, though.
It's a great shot. I love fingertips. That's my thing. I love fingertips.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. Was there more? Did he do more?
There was not more.
Good. I thought maybe I was missing something. I don't know. I was blown away. That's your training montage, right? That is your time where you establish that this guy is the best. This guy's a badass. But it kind of turns out that he doesn't really matter, even though we'll talk about this in a second. He's master control, but then at some point when he goes off the grid, he just makes the girl master control. So like, it doesn't feel like he's special at all. Mm-mm. It's just kind of like, well, you're the one. And then next man up, and then next man. It doesn't matter. It's weird.
Well, it's someone that's written something in a script and they haven't shown it to us. Right? You know, he should have 1,000 programs show. You know, he should be like 1,000 programs show up in this big arena and they battle.
Sure.
And then he's the last one standing, and you're like, "This is your badass."
This is
program.
the guy.
Yeah,
this is the one.
He's like, I've gotten I've gotten programs from every big company out there, and I'm going to have them do battle in there.
Sure.
And then we're going to see
royale.
And whoever wins will be master. You know, you are master control.
Yeah, great.
Meanwhile, on a mountain, somebody's on a ski bike, and they're connecting the thing, and they're going to this thing, and there's this thing, and there's a computer, and then there's like, this is Eve. She's gone to like this Fortress of Solitude secret hideout on a mountain for no known reason. You know, because she could, so her twin sister could go there in private, and she's is she trying to find the stupid thing?
Yeah, they're looking for the permanence code.
So that's
or whatever.
Our MacGuffin is the permanence code. Basically, if you come from the grid to our world, you can only stay here 29 minutes unless you have the permanence code.
Right.
Are her people working on things? Like, supposedly they are.
No, it doesn't seem like it because they don't even know where she is, dude.
They did say at the beginning that both companies were fighting for the same thing. What is your joke that you think is so funny? What was your funny joke?
No, I'm laughing at the movie.
Oh, okay.
Because like they're working. They don't even know where she is. That AJ guy is in the car. He's like, well, we haven't seen her in weeks. I don't really know. That doesn't make any sense. She can't disappear for weeks as the CEO of the company.
So she goes there and she finds the permanence code and puts it on a little disc, right?
Yeah, a little thumb drive. Because the future.
Little thumb drive. So now we go back to Evan Peters. Here he is. He has invited all the military guys to show off what he's doing. He turns on the big laser array and it goes laser, 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 laser. But it's not really a laser array. It's actually like a 3D printer. But it's a laser that does 3D printer.
But also not, because a 3D printer doesn't create something out of nothing, right? It whittles away. You put a block in there, and then it whittles away the block till it's the printed object.
No, that's not how it works.
Adds something to nothing.
No, that's not how it works.
What do you mean?
You don't know how 3D printing works, do you?
I don't think you know how 3D print. I'm gonna look it up right now. I've never 3D printed anything.
What a 3D printer does, it's a little nozzle that squirts out a little bit of plastic, and then it goes squirt, 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 squirt. Squirting, Tony.
I hope it makes that sound.
It absolutely makes that exact sound, and it'll drive you crazy if you have it in the room with you.
Squirt, 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 squirt. Oh.
And you're right. There are other 3D printers that what they'll do is they'll take a laser and they'll shoot it into a bunch of liquid, and then it will cause that. Those are I think those are the better ones.
This one does a mixture of the two, where it uses lasers that create matter.
Yeah,
that's what it does.
Because that's what lasers do.
That's what lasers are all about these days.
So the laser creates this big tank, and it creates what's his name? I think it creates Ares too, I think, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. Human flesh, from what I can tell. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because that makes a lot of sense.
And organs? Does he have organs? I'm very curious about like his makeup, because he comes to the real world and now he's with us. But what does he got? What's he got inside?
Well, once you got
what's he got downstairs? That's even a better question.
Big old electric dick.
Because he could have programmed it any way he wanted before he came out, right?
Boing. My big issue with this whole 3D lasers magic printing is they print stuff multiple times during the show, during the movie. And we never have the one guy say, "You're using too much power," or "You're doing." There's no limit to it. You know, it's like,
oh yeah,
I print,
do whatever you
4
want.
bad guys. You're like, why don't you just print 1,000 bad guys? You have to set up some reason why you can explain to me that you're doing the limited amount you're doing. You have to put some limitations. Oh, we're out of the juice. We're out of laser juice. Okay,
we
we're out of
have
laser
no
juice.
more laser particulate matter. You know, oh shoot, we lost it.
Because the bad guy always needs like his Tony person, which Tony could play. He could be like the guy, glowing,
Great.
and he's got the, you've got the little iPad. You're like, we're running out of laser juice, and then he smacks you upside the head. Oh,
great,
but
that's good.
You got to have the bearer of bad news. He doesn't have a bearer of bad news.
Just kind of his mom, who really is just like, hey, don't be an asshole. And he's like, you're the worst, Ma. So that's that relationship.
Poor Gillian Anderson has to play the mom. She's terrible. She's very terrible. In a field of terribleness, she's really terrible. Which is sad because she's good.
Yeah, she's great. No, she's great. That's why you know that it's not their fault. That's like on some level, it's somewhere external that's really dragging this down.
So basically, they're like, "Here you go. We can just laser print you an army." And the generals are all like, "This is cool." And then they all leave. And then, of course, everything falls down because they only last for 29 minutes. But they didn't tell the military that.
Right. You got to keep that under wraps, which doesn't make any sense because it seems like everybody knows about this except for the people that would need to know. You know what I mean?
It's almost like if you said to the military, "We need this magic code so that we can make you all the weapons you want that'll do everything." You know what the military would have said?
Here's all of our money. Let's find it.
And how can we help you find this code?
Yeah, let's all do this together. Here's my question, Dan.
Okay, I'm ready for Tony's question.
Why, what is it called? D-Res? Is that what or did I make that up?
D-Res is what they normally call it. I don't know if they call it D-Res in this one. I don't remember that.
Why does it seem so painful in this movie? Yeah. Why would that be?
That's a way of adding stakes, I guess.
I guess, but he never talks about it. Like, man, I hate de-resing. I don't want to be made again until you can find this permanent thing because it hurts so much. He just yells every time. I don't know.
You mean it's almost like he could have articulated that and then you might have understood a character arc that he was going through?
Sure, yeah, great. Some sort of reason why he wants to find it more than you do, you know? I want to live.
Yep. Somebody's going through some files, and they're still at the frozen wasteland going through files, and we do a whole breakfast. That other dude who must be a comedian, right?
No way.
Okay,
that can't be right.
He's like,
he just didn't seem funny at all.
He's kind of well, Hassan Minaj is a comedian, isn't he?
Again,
isn't he?
Technically, yeah.
Oh, but he's not funny.
I guess it depends. I'm sure people think he's funny. I have not enjoyed what I've seen, but that's okay.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. Let me look him up.
He's like keep talking. He's like the low rent Michael Pena.
Holy shit! That's good. Yeah.
They find the secret code. They make an orange tree.
Yeah.
Now, when they made the orange tree, didn't you think that was the weirdest thing you've ever seen?
My thing is, why make the tree?
Why you just make it orange?
Why just make it orange? Why are you going through the process of, we'll make the tree that can make the orange. Just make the orange, guy. Why are we skip to the end? Give us the food. But I guess maybe they just think it's cool. I guess, because when I play Animal Crossing, I do plant a lot of orange trees. So I get it. It's a good design choice. Maybe they're just making their town.
Like, this whole thing makes sense when you're making a tank.
Sure.
The whole thing starts breaking down when you're making human flesh and oranges that you're going to eat.
Any sense.
I mean, would you eat an orange made by this system?
Nope. Sure wouldn't, because it's not food, right?
I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't want to put that in my body and it decides to break down.
Have vitamin C, that's for sure. It's the only reason I eat an orange. Okay, real quick, I looked this guy up. So, yeah, he's Arturo Castro, Guatemala. Great.
Yeah, cool.
Comedy Central series Broad City. That's where he's from.
Oh, he's in Broad City. Yeah.
I guess. I never watched it. So he's an actor. I don't know if he's a comedian, but he does comedy acting.
So he's a light comedic actor. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Also, he was apparently in the Roadhouse movie with Jake Gyllenhaal that we watched. I don't know how prominent he was in it, but he's in that movie.
We didn't watch that movie.
Well, then I watched the movie and he was in it, and I didn't notice it.
We didn't watch that movie. Make the Orange Tree. AJ, who's played by Hassan Minaj, he calls her. He's like, "Where is you?" Okay,
right, and you know, right? You know where she is. She's got a cell phone. You're talking to her right now. You can just ping the location.
Okay. Julian drops the payload to destroy the server, which blows up. So there's a space paranoids event going on, and then they hack into the mainframe to try to steal the thing that's not in there, but they also say that it's in there, but it doesn't make any sense.
Correct. Also, this hacking scene is weird. I don't like it.
Now, did Ares go? Were they part of the hacking? I didn't write that down.
Yeah, Ares is there. He's in
Ares,
there.
Ares is part of the hacking. It's just
he's hacking some
and
shit.
Don't they say that they found the code when they're in there?
They definitely said they found something. I don't remember what they said, but then also the other team is like they're in there and they took something. So something did happen. I don't know what it was. It wasn't the permanence code.
Okay, so they stole something.
They did something.
And then
he definitely, because then they were like, all right, we got it. Let's get out of here. So they got something.
But before they get out of there, Evan Peters drops the payload and blows it all up and blows up Ares and all his team. And then they have to go, ah!
Right. And he makes it seem, he says something. What does he say? Something about like a sacrifice. You have to sacrifice something, some sort of quote, I'm sure.
But it wasn't.
It's not. You kill that guy all the time. You don't care. In fact, it would have made more sense. He gets the code and then you just kill him so you don't have to get out. That's actually the best plan. Doesn't make any sense, Dan.
Doesn't make any sense. AJ calls Julian and they like talk. She's like, "Why'd you do that?" And he's all like, "Blah blah 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 blah."
I do what I want.
Now we have, this is probably the part you like the best. Ares is back in the grid, and then he watches all of Eve's life and falls in love with her, I guess.
Yeah, apparently he does. I don't get it because I'm watching the same footage he is, and I'm not impressed. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense. It's a little creepy, and I'm here for it.
Yep. So they fly back. Kim flies back Eve flies back on the plane. They land. She gets on her lone motorcycle, doesn't call anyone, doesn't tell anyone anything, then starts riding home. Evan Peters makes Ares and some light cycles with Athena, who's his second in command. Only character I kind of cared about.
She was cool. Love to see more. I thought she was cool.
And so we sort of have a chase. They should have just...
No, don't call it a chase, Dan.
They're in like these magic cycles. They're in basically magic military cycles. She's just on some bike.
Just a motorcycle. Yeah, just like a regular thing.
They would take control of her instantaneously. It's...
Apparently not. Apparently she's pretty good.
This is like Cessna versus F-14. It's... No. There is no competition. Unless you're going to have your character do something really smart, which she only does one kind of smart thing.
What's the smart thing?
Well, they run around. She finally goes in the parking garage. Then she uses her motorcycle. She flings her motorcycle off of a thing to hit her with her motorcycle. Hit Athena.
That was a thing that was smart?
I mean, it's a thing that it was she actually took an action other than running away.
Okay. All right, I'll give you the fact that she did something, but that was first of all, you're going to miss that 99 times out of 100.
She's very good at it. She practiced that.
Apparently, she's very good at throwing motorcycles over a railing and hitting someone else on a moving motorcycle. Yeah. She's good at it.
She's supposed to be a game designer, and she never does anything,
designs anything,
or gives us never. You have to weave that in there. You know, it's like
I assume that in the original, a lot of how Jeff Bridges probably wins that movie is because he's a video game designer and knows how to play the games in Tron. I haven't seen it in a long time. I assume that has something to do with it. I
think he gets in a 2-man with Tron. I think Tron basically saves him. I don't think he goes in there and is the man. I mean, because I remember he starts doing the recognizer and driving it, and he has a very hard time, but he eventually figures it out, but he breaks it along the way.
Well, all right. Well, there you go. I guess everyone's bad in these movies.
Yeah, they're all bad. But so he gets her with the bike, and then it turns out that she has to steal the bike. She steals the bike, and somehow, I should push here, push there. Like, no, doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Boom, boom, boom. She's driving around. Eventually, her and Ares crash, and at no point whatsoever do they turn this into a run out the clock game. Which is that's what the scenario is supposed to be. It's a run out the clock game. So she has to know that all she needs to do is run out the clock on them. Yeah. And then she wins.
Have to last 29 minutes maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead they crash, and then there's a foot chase. And then I wrote, he's a weenie. I don't know why I wrote he's a weenie. But for some reason,
neither do I. But it's true.
He's a weenie. He's a weenie.
It's an accurate statement. Yeah.
She breaks the stick.
What is he? I'm so curious on what prompted that note.
It's part of the foot chase. She destroys the permanence file, and then she's like, "What are you?" And he's like, "I'm Master Control." And she's like, "The code is gone." And then he's like, "No, it's not." And then she's like, "You're timing out." But she also cares. But then the bad guys come with the laser and they shoot her and put her on the grid. The idea being that she's seen the permanence code, and then she will remember the permanence code.
Well, so I guess my question was, were they trying to say that it's like coded up here? So when they digitize her, they can just extract the code, even though she doesn't remember it, because that's how memory works, Dan. I don't know if you know anything about memory, Tony, but that's pretty accurate.
I'm going to tell you something about memory. If you put a piece of paper that has 1,000 words on it or 1,000 numbers, and I just glance at that piece of paper,
then you know it.
Nope. I do not know that. That is not in my brain. Nope. It's not locked in. Nope. That's not how it works.
If I torture you enough, you'll remember it. You'll remember it. Don't worry. Let's find out.
It's just a level of torture. Every problem can be solved with the proper amount of torture. So, boom. She's digitized. Ares gives her an identity disc. She's like, "Where am I?" And he's like, "The code is inside you, and now we're going to extract it from you." And they talk to Julian, and Julian's like, "Extract the code!" Okay, extract the code.
He does yell a lot in this scene for no reason. For a guy that's ostensibly just typing on a computer to give the commands, he's screaming a lot.
I mean, he's like he said, you go into a movie this terrible, you're like, what am I going to do?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Am I going to be apathetic? Well, I guess extract the code. Why not? I don't
extract the code.
See, Tony's acting. He gets Disney. The part. I lose.
I'm available. Part. That's right. Come at me.
And this is the point at which Ares switches. He's now
okay.
He doesn't want to melt Eve to get the code, and so he's like to his people. He's all like, "I tried to call the boss, and the boss wasn't there." And they're like, "What do you mean the boss wasn't there? She was getting donuts. She was on Mount Everest. I don't have to answer to you. I'm taking her. You all leave my room."
Yeah.
So then
when they go away, he says, "We've got 60 seconds or something like that, right?
50 seconds.
50 seconds. And then it's at least 2 minutes of the movie. I didn't time this, but it's a couple minutes later, and she comes back in.
48 seconds.
And he's like, "Oh, I miscalculated." And I was like, "I don't think you did, but I think you were pretty close. It's about right."
So Athena just goes in the other room because Ares is acting weird and calls up Evan Peters. And Evan Peters like, "No, I didn't say that. What are you talking about?
I didn't do shit. Go get him. Go get him right
now." They go in there, and then he deletes the floor, and then they fall into the water, and then he makes a magic boat.
Why is there water? Why?
It's not water. It's not actually water. It's
what is it?
They show you at one point she reaches her hand into it, and it's a bunch of little like diamonds or whatever, a bunch of little.
So is it like a data stream?
Yeah, it's like a data stream. Yeah.
All right.
That's a good one, Tony. You got that right. I'm impressed. Tony gets one right.
Thank you. One for, all of them.
He makes a boat. They head for the transfer portal. The bad guys come, and then they just get in the transfer and get back to
and then they're
reality.
Fine. Yeah.
Then this is totally fine. If you thought the movie was bad, this is the point at which the movie gets bad. So they reintegrate in Evan Peters' lab.
Lab, just in the middle of it. Yeah.
In the middle of the lab. There they are. And they're all like, yeah, okay, what?
And this is, I don't know how things work, right?
No, you don't.
Full disclosure. But they went into what looked like a portal of some sort.
Yeah.
And then, but they were riding a vehicle of some sort.
Yep.
But then they appear standing in the middle of and I'm not saying that it has to be 1-to-1, but it just feels weird that there's a portal that he goes into.
Yeah.
Because I thought that this guy was just turning on a machine. Evan Peters would just turn on a machine and then they appear there. But I guess maybe he turns on a machine and then a wormhole opens and they have to go through it. I don't really know. But there's a portal where they can just exit on their own, which doesn't make any sense. And then they appear completely different than they were before. So I don't understand the mechanics.
What do you think would happen if you dropped trout over that thing and took a poop in it? You think it would transfer the poop to our world?
I think it's worth finding out.
This is just one of those things where they're all like, because in the original Tron, you had to get to the IO port or whatever, and it was a stream, and then you just had to step into it, and you were like, "Whoo!" You whisked back.
Out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is instead of a woo, it's go down the pit. It's an expediency thing because.
Well, that's true.
If you look at Tron, what happens in Tron is Jeff Bridges gets digitized, and he gets transferred over. And they spends a whole movie in the grid until the very end when he goes up the street.
When he gets out,
because that's the way it should be, right? You shouldn't be everybody's back and forth and back.
It feels like he can leave anytime he wants to. Jared Leto feels like he could just walk out at any time and be in the real world.
Yeah, it seems
it's
like
weird. Doesn't make any sense.
So here they are. They've gone back to the real world. And so what do? They steal a van and then drive away from Dillinger, crashing through gates.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff, really. Yeah, you got to escape.
Picking up the third page.
Wow, 3 pages.
Okay,
I should go over my notes at some point.
What does Evan Peters do immediately? He starts makes a new Athena, and then he gives her a particle laser, and then he gives her a flying suit. Flying suit, very nice, very cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool.
She should have caught up to them instantly within 30 seconds. No, they get to drive, they get to have personal moments, they get to blah blah blah.
Did they though?
Oh, he gets smacked Evan Peters gets smacked by his mom. That was dumb.
Yeah, because she's all mad because he's being a bad boy. Yeah.
So they escape in the van, but they don't have enough time because they only have 29 minutes to get the permanence code into Ares, or he'll die for real. Because I guess he's been shut off from the Dillinger network. So if he falls apart, he doesn't get reconstituted. Okay.
I didn't understand that.
They don't do a good job of saying that.
Okay.
They should have done a much better job of explaining. This is it.
For sure.
He's on one and done.
Because I was like, well, no, he's not. this happens 15 times in this movie. He's fine. You just have to go back and get him, which is a hassle. I get it. I'd be annoyed too. Just be like, dude, stop disappearing every 29 minutes. We got shit to do. But, I guess this is the one time that it matters. I don't know.
Yeah, so they stop at the mini mart, get a phone, call Seth, say, meet us at HQ with a particle laser, because Seth's always, he's going to have the particle laser with him. Right?
Everyone's got particle lasers in their trunks, Dan. You never leave home without them.
Tony, how far could you get in 15 minutes? Could you get to your grocery store in 15 minutes?
Ooh. Am I in my car?
Ooh, no. You're here. You're Tony right now. There you are. You're sitting. Yeah. I say to you, Tony, get the particle laser and get to the grocery store, because that's where we're having our big meetup.
That's going to take me about 25, I think, give or take.
15 minutes is it is the tiniest amount of time. Yeah. Like, just walking to your car takes minutes. Getting your keys.
It takes me like 8 minutes to get my shoes on at this point because I'm too fat. But 15 minutes, I'm not getting anywhere.
But somehow they have time to stop at a mini mart.
Yeah, you gotta get a slushie.
Make a call, steal a car, and then
get anywhere.
Where does this movie take place?
I don't know. The future.
That's probably Toronto.
I honestly don't. I don't know. I don't know where we are.
They drive fast, and then now we have time to do the quiet moment where they can fall in love.
As robots do. I know he's not a robot, Dan.
What do they talk about, Tony?
Real quick before I tell you I don't know what they talk about. Tron Ares takes place in a fictionalized version of a West Coast city. So
sort of
West Coast somewhere.
So it's Seattle or San Francisco. Because kind of San Francisco, because they go across the San Francisco
That's
bridge.
What I was going to say. Let's go San Francisco. That's what I'm feeling too. Anyhow, I don't know what they talk about.
I've been to San Francisco in years, but I can't imagine you could just drive over that bridge weaving through traffic.
It's probably bumper to bumper most of the day. You know what I mean? No, thank you.
Okay, so what do they talk about? They talk about how much he loves Depeche Mode.
Oh, God, yeah. He does that a couple times, doesn't he? Yes. What is the point of that? That's so weird. Did they do maybe they did the music for Tron Legacy? No? Okay.
Is it the Chemical Brothers, or who's the two guys in the helmets that are spacemen, that are DJs? DJ Spacemen.
DJ Spacemen in helmets. What do we got here? DJ Spaceman. Well, apparently there's someone named DJ Spaceman, so this isn't going to work.
DJ Spaceman, you screwed us up. What are they called? Oh man, everyone watching right now is saying it out loud. They're like, how dumb these guys are.
I'm not cool enough to know this stuff. Are they pop punk? No, they're not. So I'm not going to know them. Okay.
So he's talking about Depeche Mode, and then he breaks down the psychology of her relationship with her dead twin sister.
Sure. Very weird. Yeah.
What? We've never met this woman. We don't care about the relationship with her dead twin sister. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so
but
unnecessary.
There's nothing that gets a girl going like you telling her how she feels. I'll tell you that.
Let me psychoanalyze your relationship with your mother. Yeah. You know what? They get punched in the face.
Women love that. Okay. That's a good first date move if anyone's getting ready.
Here's another of my favorite parts. What happens when they when they reach NCOM?
I don't know what happens.
He pulls over the curb and hits a trash can.
Okay. No, all right, I do remember that.
Timeout. This guy has driven with precision accuracy, and he can't fucking park a car. He has to hit a trash can to prove that they've arrived.
I think what it is, Stan, is I think he's a little sidetracked, because he's got the googly eyes for the girl, so he's off his game. What, you never hit a trash can before, Dan? Come on.
I've never hit anything.
You've never hit any? You know how many deer I've hit?
Jesus Christ.
Not on purpose. Deer are the worst. I don't know.
Sure,
I know there's not like a ton here.
Sure, not on purpose.
But back in Minnesota, deer are the worst. I've hit like 5 deer, man.
You've hit 5 deer?
I've destroyed 2 cars with deer. I was driving to school one day.
It's not funny,
and
but
I had a deer. I mean, I'm alive.
I
hit the deer.
I killed the first deer, and I kept going. Then I hit the second deer, and that destroyed the car.
I was just saying, I had one that like there's a fence like right here. It jumped over the fence and landed on my hood at like 50 miles per hour. My windshield like crashed in. I thought I was dead, dude. Deer are the worst. I have a lot of bad times with deer. Delicious, by the way. Venison's great, but I don't hunt, so it's tough.
Jesus Christ, Tony. Okay, they get to ENCOM, they hit a trash can, they run in there, and there's like the security lady, and she's all like, "Where's your badge?" I'm like,
right.
Okay, hold, time out. Time the fuck out. Time the fuck out. Time the fuck out. She has the penthouse of this building, and they are giving her shit about not having a fucking badge, and they're like they almost wanted to run a bit where they were going to let Aries in because he didn't have a badge or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? The boss can bring anybody they want in.
No, we take security very, very serious, Dan. Nobody's in without a badge.
Okay, they go up there.
But luckily, the friend is there, right behind him, and is like, "I've got badges.
Badges, great. I got badges."
It's great
then
stuff.
We do the elevator. I didn't even write down what elevator bit we ran because I wasn't up to an elevator bit at that point.
I don't know.
They get up there. Kevin Flynn's office. They're going to send him back in. They're setting up the laser. He starts being flirty. They almost kiss.
Almost.
And then here comes Athena on her thing, and she's pulls up beside the thing, and she's like, folds her arms. And they're all like, "Wait, what's she doing?" He's like,
what's going on?
She's waiting for me to derez.
You're like, why?
Why?
Why would she wait for you to derez?
I don't know.
So
then he's all like, "I'm in love with you," subtextually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fight her and you can't send me back. And he goes to run to fight her, and he jumps, and then they laser him, and he has to go back in.
But is he he's going into the different grid, right?
These are
like different machines.
He's going into Flynn's old computer, which is a different,
right.
So
it's like a different program.
Oh, but they also permanence coded him, right? I think they did. I think somehow
they do that once he's in there.
He's going to do it once he's in there. That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm confused. Luckily, I mean, they do try to help you out because their laser's blue for good guys, and then the red lasers are bad guys. So that's the way you knew who he was getting zapped into. But at first, I was like, "Oh, he's derezzing," and then he wasn't.
Yeah.
So
good guys blue, bad guys red. More powerful beings purple. If you're beyond everything, white.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Those are the colors.
Them's the colors.
He gets lasered. Athena crashes the party and is going to grab Eve, but she doesn't because the sprinklers go off and that shorts her laser.
Is that what it is? Because she stops before that even happens and like feels it.
Because she hears hears it. It's like, what?
And then her robot eyes is like sensation unknown. I was like, what?
They know Depeche Mode, but they don't know Rain.
Right. I don't totally understand the rules.
Ares goes into Flynn's little place. He meets Bit. He makes a light cycle. He goes through the crack, which is your classic crack that everyone remembers.
Classic crack.
Athena goes back. They make Athena again, but they also make a recognizer. Athena is like, "I'm making my decisions now, and I will kill your mother."
What?
But
also, to be fair, the mom basically walked into the knife thing.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? It's not all her fault because the mom wasn't paying any attention and just like, I'm mad. Oh, no, there's a knife inside me. So.
And you're kind of like, he's the boss of them, right? I don't.
Well, she just came to tell him he's not the boss anymore. She's taking over, remember?
Because he told her to do something, to which he says, well, no, you're under my control. I cancel that program, cancel that order, and we'll start a new one.
She's like, nope, not going to do it. You're out, dude.
So they make a recognizer, and of course you immediately say, why is he making a recognizer since the recognizer is an NCOM thing? And it's nothing
which
to
is
do with
technically
Dillinger.
not his business. Yeah. Yep. That's a fair. I didn't think that because I'm not, that well versed in the Troniverse. But now that you've said it, that makes a lot of sense, Dan. Maybe he was doing it facetiously,
Oh, it's like a gag. Like,
right. He's like,
destroy
look,
you
I
with
can
your
do
own
that too,
stuff.
you idiot. See? Yeah, there you go.
True. Jeff Bridges makes his cameo. He shows up as Flynn. Meanwhile, back in the real world, they're remaking the laser. Flynn's like, oh, I'm Flynn.
I'm Flynn.
Right. Eve uses the laser to nuke the grid. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, Dan.
Flynn.
You sure?
I don't know what it means.
Okay.
Flynn and Eve talk about Mozart and Depeche Mode. And then here comes the recognizer. Destroys a helicopter. Destroys 2 F-14s.
It looks cool. Did we say that already?
It looks cool.
Yeah.
The scale seems to slide around a bit.
For sure. Because sometimes you got to fit through buildings and you got to change it every once in a while. It's fine.
Don't decide on a scale.
Nah, yeah. Whatever fits best for the moment.
Then they release. Eve is gonna give them time to do something up in the tower, so she leaves and then's running down the middle of the street, as conspicuous as could be. So they're following her, and they've launched all these drones. They launch 100 drones and go whoosh, and go out, go woo, and then they
go different places.
And then she slides under their evil beams, and then eventually they trap her with their evil beams.
Great.
And so Eve is trapped, and then here comes another F-14. He kamikazes into the thing, and the recognizer crashes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the Flynn network, Flynn gives Ares the permanence code because there it is. Athena drives a new tank out of the recognizer rubbles and grabs Eve.
Oh, that's right. You're right. They do a little tanks. Yep. There you go.
But it's not your classic Tron tank with the
with
the thing. I wrote tank dash 5 minutes. Ares.
Do they do 5 minutes of tank?
What does that mean?
Time. They probably just watch the tank drive around for 5 minutes. That's what it sounds like to me.
I don't think that's what happens in the movie. So tank is driving around. Ares is in the road. Ares standing in the road. He's white now. I'm white now.
Yeah, sure is.
And then he just throws his disc at the tank and it destroys the tank.
Yeah, he just beats everybody up pretty quick.
And then the 3 other bonus guys come out there and he just beats them up.
No problem.
And then I wrote in big letters, just show us a fight.
No. No thanks. No thanks. We need to hire a coordinator. We have to hire some stunt people. Don't deal with it.
I have to imagine there's still people affiliated with Jackie Chan that are alive that you could just hire to choreograph a fight.
Jackie's alive.
Jackie's alive too.
I just saw him the other day on YouTube, but he's alive. He's doing great. He wrote a book about, I think, all the times he cheated. I think something like that.
What do you mean he cheated? How did he cheat?
I think he cheated on his wife. I think.
Oh.
I can't. I don't want to start rumors because I haven't read the book, but I feel like I was watching a YouTube video and they were talking about this book, and one of the chapters is about how he was unfaithful, and I was like, "Oh, Jackie,
why you gotta be a dirty dog, bro?"
Yeah, but he's so cool.
Tony's like, I forgive him.
It is what it is, Did you see that fight scene? Come on.
He killed a child, but it's Jackie Chan.
Well, sure, but it was probably look cool, So God, that guy was so good at that. Watching him is unreal.
So they do a fight with him and Athena, and he just wins because
it's not a good fight.
It's not a good fight. And so he's like cradling her. Our good guys have hacked into Dillinger and have now turned off their code. And so all the drones fall. Athena's dying. And I was like, and she's just like, I followed my directive. And then I was like, okay, here we go. This is the point. This is the point of the whole movie. They're going to do the thing. He's white. She's red. He's going to infect her with white, the permanence code, to save her. Because although she's... Or they can let her die. They just let her die.
For no reason.
For no reason. And I got emotional. I got emotional. I was like, I feel for this character. And I probably got emotional because they didn't save her. Right? She's saved.
For sure.
This is a point at which you save the character. He does something good. It also
could have been the dialogue that Jared Leto says. That might have made you cry too, because he gets the line that says, "Our purpose is yet to be determined," and then she dies. And it was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Their purpose has yet to be determined because they're not following orders anymore. You see, Dan, he's free to do whatever he wants, which is let her die. Apparently,
he's free to let her die. I could save you. I have the code. Nah, I'm letting you die.
But
pushes her.
No,
off.
thanks.
I mean, did you think he was going to save her?
You should have. I thought that was what it was all coming down to.
So
but
you did think
that
too. I want to make sure you did.
I would have done. In fact, I would have just saved her. Maybe he should have given his life for her because I didn't like him very much the whole movie.
So that you think that was the solution? Was he's like, here's my permanence code.
He should have taken a little microchip out of his arm and be like, you know what? I don't deserve this. You should. Here you go. D-res. That would have been a good ending.
That would have been a movie. He doesn't. So that's the end. The end of the movie. But we have like 10 more minutes of nothing really happening. The cops go to Dillinger's for some unknowable reason because that's what they always do. You know, when a rich company does a bunch of stuff, the cops head right there to arrest them.
Number one priority: white collar crime and all that.
He fires up the lasers and zaps himself to the grid. Ares and Eve are both really worn out, and so they do this leaning against a car talking to each other.
They're so tired.
And they have like a weird sort of quiet moment. I don't know.
Yeah, basically, she's like, so are we in love? And he's like, nah, I'm going to go out.
Is that what really happens?
No, not exactly. But this is basically when he's like, she's like, what are you going to do? And he says, I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to go. I got to get out of here. This place is great. Right? I'm not trapped in a box anymore. I'll do whatever I want. I'll send you a postcard.
So 6 months later, he sends her a postcard. Doing great. I have a motorcycle and my hair's even longer.
His hair, side note, his hair looks beautiful in that last scene. It's, how do you say it? Voluminous? Voluminous?
Voluminous.
Oh, it looks, I'm so jealous of his hair in this final scene. Unreal.
And he, there's a lot of, I'm going to travel and see plants and
eat
foods.
Don't care, guy. I really don't care at all.
Good for you. Good job. Good job, Security Masters Commander.
And this one's not going on the fridge. Just throw that postcard right out.
And then we have a post-credit scenes where Evan Peters is in the grid, and then he goes over and this thing comes up and it zaps him and he becomes I am Sark. So he gets the Sark
and now, so I didn't understand that. So
Sark was the bad guy in the first Tron, played by David Warner, and he had that particular helmet.
But so I guess what I'm confused. Is this a prequel? Is this or he's just becoming the next version of the bad guy?
He's become his grandpa, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Don't we all?
Yeah.
All right.
Because David Warner played the grandpa, but he also played the program inside,
right?
Who I think was the Master Control, who terrorized everybody, and he was called. His program was called Sark in the. Yeah. So that's
great. So that's a sequel. Another sequel coming. All right. Can't wait.
Jared Leto's terrible.
I mean, he's not great, right? But again, that hair, wow. I'd hire him just for that. Just so I could get tips, you know? What do you put in that, buddy? What are you doing?
Can we just talk about your hair some more?
Don't worry about the scene. Don't worry about the scene, Jared. It'll write itself. Tell me about your hair.
That is Tron Ares.
Ares, god of war.
Which, of course, Ares is not god of war. Ares is the ram in zoology. No, in scorpiology.
Wait, who's the god of war?
He's Ares too.
Oh, okay.
But whenever they say Ares, I'm like, no, that's the zodiac
that's
sign.
not it. That's not it. Okay.
You're named Ares after the zodiac sign? See, that's the joke I would have made. If I was like
that, people would be so mad at you.
If I played the Michael Pena Jr. character, I'd be like, Ares?
Yeah,
like the zodiac sign? That's weird.
That's weird. I don't like it.
Anything else to say about this movie, Tony?
No way. Never watching this again unless there's a sequel, and then I'll try to watch it, to get ready for the next one.
I think we got another 8 to 10 years before we get another one of these.
Yeah, you think? Okay. That's true. They do. It's like once a decade, it seems.
Now we talk about something we liked. There's like this new show called Widow's Bay, which is I
don't think that's right.
It's like a Stephen King, right? So they're on this little island, and all sorts of terrible things happen on this island, like mystical things.
Okay.
But it's a comedy, sort of.
You got me hooked. I'm in. What are you talking about?
It is played so well.
Interesting.
Because it's played very straight. There's nothing broad about it, but people say things, and it's disarming in how it's played.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I watched the first episode. I loved it. And like I said, I'm also rewatching all of Alien Earth, which
yeah, you did.
There's just so much good about that.
I'm gonna check this thing out. Widow's Bay.
I have no idea where I'm watching it. Might be on Apple.
I can tell you, it's on Apple TV. Yeah, Apple TV, everybody.
I think what happened was I got charged for Apple TV, and I was like, I still have Apple TV. I better go on there.
So then you have to go check. Yeah.
See if there's something I'm supposed to be watching on there that I forgot.
Yep. I do the same thing. Yeah.
Tony. Tell us about something you like this week.
I'm going to tell you about something. We are late to the game, as we always are, but we started watching The Pit this week. Holy buckets. It's
pretty
wonderful. Good. So it's intense, man.
They beat you up?
I've been crying a little. Up? I mean, they do and they don't. Like, it's just, these characters just, they just go through some shit, because what a job that would be. And it's just, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to get. It's great. It's wonderful. Acted very well. Shot beautifully. But it's just, it's hard.
Did you ever watch The Nick, which was an HBO show about like 18? Oh, man. That's a good show, too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we will.
One of those Colin guys was not Colin Firth, Colin, whatever his other name is.
Now we got to look it up.
The one that's all dark and talk like this a little bit.
Talk like this a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Not that bad.
I got nothing.
Okay, we need a movie for next week. Our boy Jules in Australia, he wants us to do this one.
All right, shout out.
I've seen this movie.
Oh,
it's
okay.
This is like one of those movies that if you haven't seen it and you're watching it and it gets to the turn in the movie, you're just like, what the fuck?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's a movie, it's science fiction. Yes, please.
Oh, boy. Of course.
Chris Pratt, Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, is it they wake up out of a spaceship thing? I have not seen this. Yeah. All right.
Do not
passengers.
Do not do any research. Watch it clean. Watch it clean.
Okay.
Watch it.
I will.
So you don't know anything about the movie?
I know one or two of them wake up. I don't know if they're both. I don't know much about it. No. I did watch it because I was anti Chris Pratt when it came out. So I was just like, I'm not doing it.
Don't go clean, because when the twist happens, you're going to be like, wait, what's happening?
There's a twist. Okay, here we go. Also, Clive Owen is in the
that's who it is. Clive Owen.
Yeah, there you go.
Clive Owen. I'm a surgeon.
I'm Clive Owen. Yeah.
Whoa, cut you off, Clive Owen. Sorry.
Sounds like a great show. I'm in.
If you like what we do, give us a subscription, give us a thumbs up, or leave a comment. We're doing a viewer movie.
Get your picks in, everybody. We'll do it.
Yeah,
we got nothing else to do.
As long as it's not one of those crappy Pixar movies,
which we might do anyhow. You never know.
No.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
There was some really terrible kids movie that I was like, oh, we could do that. And I was like, no, it's a stupid kids movie.
All of them? Could have been any of them.
Yeah, they're all pretty terrible. Yeah, so we'll be back next week talking about Passengers.
The Passengers. Goodbye, everybody.